guys, Sarathor here. I'm showing you the village in VampireZ. I'm joined by Gaming Wolf 13 and 2x3. Right now we are getting our stuff together. I buy my iron armor and my sword, and then we'll show you the good spot to go in the village. If you are in a team, if you're solo, it's pretty good, but you most likely will not survive, and you'll have to run out towards the end if you get overrun, because it's easy to get overrun without anyone else backing you up. I know you can solo duo this place pretty easily, but if you're just by yourself, you might want to prepare to leave just in case, like in an emergency. But there's only one door, so it's a little bit more difficult, and I can't find it. It's over here somewhere. That's not it. Where is it? I always forget where it's at sometimes.
I know how to navigate in the blindness, but oh, I think yeah, this is it. We were like literally on top of it.
Oh, were we? Oh, I think I found it now. Yeah, alright. Alright, so now that we're in here, I will go over some items that we generally get. Yeah, I'm gonna go through all the items and tell you what not to get and what to get. Alright, so obviously the wooden sword, the stone sword, and the iron sword should be your last resort. If you are low on coins and you want a decent weapon, then get the iron sword, but do not bother with stone or wood. As for the enchanted, the burning, the fire aspect by themselves are not worth it. Just because, like I said, or I said in an earlier video, a fire aspect is not going to count as a kill if they die from the flame tick. And the bound or the knockback that you get is not worth it unless you like knockback for some reason. I personally like to kill the zombies, not fend them off, so I don't like knockback personally. Sharpness is good. Stone and wood is not worth it. Do not buy them. Stone sword with sharpness on it is pretty much equivalent to a regular iron sword, so it's just not worth it. As for the iron sharpness 1 sword, it's good for non-VIPs to get. It's probably the best one you guys can get, and yeah, it is the best one you guys can get, and I would save it up. If I was a non-VIP, I would buy the iron armor first and then save up for the sharpness 1 sword by just sticking with your wooden sword. That's the best way to go about getting the best weapon and, surviving if you're non-VIP. For VIPs, the fire and VIP plus for that matter, sharpness 1 and fire aspect 1 will be your best weapon. The fire aspect is good, so it helps you see where the vampires are if you're not in an enclosed area like we are. Otherwise, sharpness 1 will do just fine. I would personally I pick this weapon every single time, and it does very well. As far as the hardened sprung steel, sharpness knockback, if you, like I said, if you like knockback on your sword, then by all means get it. But personally, I don't like this sword. Fire knockback and fire aspect, that's just a weird combination. Personally, I don't like it. Some people might find use for it, but I think it's just weird. And as for the God Sword, it's good. Obviously, it's the hardest hitting one, and it costs 500 coins, which is quite a bit. However, knockback really does put me off of the sword. I usually don't get it unless I'm just going full out and buying armor and pots and everything. So I wouldn't bother with that. So let's see, like the leather kit is not worth it. Leather is terrible. Yeah, sure, 50 coins. So non-VIPs, it might seem really good for you guys, but it's not. You're gonna die if a competent vampire gets on you. You're just gonna die. Leather armor is not gonna protect you at all. Iron kit is very good. That's what pretty much everybody gets who have the coins to spend, because it's not that big of a deal. It's 90 coins to get it. Most people have 90 coins by now. If you're just starting the game, obviously, you can't get it, but as soon as you have 90 coins, get it. It's gonna pay off in the long run. As for the enchanted leather armor with protection 1, no. It's just, like I said, leather armor does not last long, and it's just terrible all around. Even with protection 1, it's not worth it, especially not for 175 coins. You can just get the iron armor and last longer and give you the same protection. The protection one, iron armor, not that great either. Or it is great, but it's quite costly, and you're not going to get the 350 coins to purchase it unless you have a group and you've gotten most of the kills and there's tons of vampires coming. Then it might be worth it, but otherwise, regular iron armor will be just as good. Thorns in general is bad. Like if they die from the thorns damage, you don't get the points for it, and it wears out your armor faster. It's just not good. The god kit, it's good. Obviously, like I said, thorns will wear it out larger, but you do have more durability with diamond. I've won a game in the village by just running around the map in god armor, and you're not unkillable, but I come pretty close to dying a few times with the god armor on, but it's pretty overpowered for but the cost reflects that 2,000 coins is an amazing amount. Like that's just no one would ever spend that. You have to spend quite a bit of gold. It's not worth it. If for general play, and you will not make your coins back no matter what you do. Even if you killed 100 vampires, you're not going to get your coins back from the amount that you needed to buy it in the first place. As for food, honestly, potato and apple, melon and cooked fish, not worth it. Yeah, sure, they're 5 coins, but for 10 coins you can get your pig out, which is the grilled pork. It's much better, and it's hold on a minute. Alright. The grilled pork is my personal favorite. It takes that one hot bar spot, and if you buy more of it, it'll keep stacking on just like regular food does. So if you get the chicken and cooked beef, it takes up 2 hot bar spots, which you may or may not need depending on how you play. So I don't take it just because minimizing the amount of hot bar space you use is good for the long run. As far as a home cooked meal, it might be good. I never bought it just because the grilled pork is much better. The VIP god food is good. With the golden carrot, gives you the saturation. If you take it when you have like half of a hunger taken away, you're pretty much good for the rest of the game, which is that one golden carrot. The golden apple is good for early game, late game. If you do end up getting the god potions or even regular regen potions, the god food is not something you want to take because the golden apple does give you regen that can overwrite your regular regen potion and your god potion. So make sure if you do take the golden apple, it is in a time where you don't care about the regen, or you don't need regen, you're just taking it to take it. And then for health potions, these are still good even for VIPs and VIP pluses, because if you have regen and you're downing those, it's also pretty hard to kill the person. But for VIPs, regeneration potions are very, very good. If you stock up on those, the regen will usually be enough to protect you. As far as the VIP god potions, hold on a minute. Oh wait, I don't need that. Alrighty then, apparently we're the last 3, so this tutorial is going to get a little bit harder to do. Alright, anyway, so like I was saying, regeneration potions, stock up on them if you're VIP and you're not VIP plus, because those things are lifesavers when you're getting attacked by a ton of them. And if you're VIP plus, god potions are pretty much an I-win potion. Taking them, you can 2-hit vampires, zombies aren't a problem, and it's 3 minutes of strength, which will last you from round 18 on, and the 2-minute regen will last you for the last wave. So if you're VIP plus, you have a god potion, and you're on the last wave of the game, you've pretty much won, unless you just jump down into a horde of zombies. Then obviously that's a different story. You're gonna die. As far as the currency conversion, 800 coins to 1,000 gold, which is not really worth it unless you're going for the god weapon or the god armor. The 90 coins to 100 gold is the one I generally use to get my armor and stuff, and then your 10 coins and 10 gold, which sometimes I use if I'm close to god potions and I feel like I'm going to need them really soon, then I will get that. And then obviously the last slot. Oh crap. Almost died.
Yeah, we're got pretty swarmed there. But another thing that we should go over is zombies always more dangerous than vampires. Because a vampire without the strength boost will only take half a heart from you in the iron armor. And zombies past wave 16, they also get strength, which makes them more dangerous. And then you can also get full iron guys in like full iron zombies spawning from vampires. Then after wave 16 you get full diamond zombies. And then, you know, if you got a VIP or VIP plus vampires, they can also spawn iron and diamond baby zombies for blood.
I died. Yeah, I accidentally bought the 1,000 coins like an idiot, but oh well. That game, I was not paying attention and I was too busy doing the tutorial, so he's probably not going to make it unless he's just that lucky. Usually, that's a really good place, and we've won a few times with it. But
You
yeah,
can try and quickly go over the vampire store.
oh yeah. All right. Yeah. So as a vampire, you got your flaming arrow. Use that all the time if you're trying to find somebody. Vampiric regeneration. You want to use that right before you go in because that regeneration is very strong, as it says, and it will really help survive if you have a couple people beating on you or if they have iron weapons. And the instantly completely refill health bar isn't really worth it. I never really use it unless I'm really close to dying and I'm on fire or something and I can get to it fast enough because the regen potion might not save you. Vampiric aura, always, always, always use this when you go in to kill somebody because the 15 second of super strength is enough to kill them in a few hits, and especially if they don't have any iron armor on, it's basically just a free kill. Vampiric Leap, non-VIPs, this is probably the best mobility for you guys, and it's worth it as far as health boost. Get that also before you go into a tough fight, especially with guys who wear iron armor. As far as the bat form, it's very good for VIPs, and obviously the two zombies that you get here are very good for dropping at the last couple of waves. Don't bother wasting your blood in the early waves for them because the zombies will, or the zombies aren't going to be strong enough. But at wave 16 plus, those zombies get really strong.
Yeah, they
And
get a strength boost, so always save your zombies for after wave 16 just for that extra boost in their damage because it's going to help you out a lot.
mhm. Yep. And as far as the perks, I know we're kind of not in the thing. I can't really show you right now, but as far as the perks go, you want to get the gold booster one where you get extra gold per wave first. That one is you get the most out of your coins that way because you get a lot more gold throughout the rounds. Because 5 extra gold fully maxed out really adds up in the long run. The next one you want to get is really a toss up between. Hold on, let me get my stuff. The next perk you want to get is pretty as like a toss up between the gold starter, the one where you start with more gold, and the gold or the vampire killer. If you find yourself killing a ton of vampires per game and winning, then you definitely want to invest in the vampire killer one. It's 15% chance to get double gold from it, which is very helpful once you get towards the end game and you really need some potions or something to help survive. Um, And the zombie killer is good if you find a spot where obviously you kill a lot of zombies. I personally usually find spots where I don't kill as many zombies, so that one was one of the last ones I got. And the there's what is the other ones? Baby killer or baby hater, I guess, is the that's the perk you want to use when you have VIPs. If you find a lot of VIPs joining your games, that's a good one if they start dropping the baby vampires on you. It's probably one of the last ones I would get personally because you don't see that many baby zombies. A lot of VIPs either blow through their blood or. Oh, look at that. Free armor.
Yeah, he gave us protection 1 and iron armor, which is basically the protection power of diamond armor, but only lasts as long as iron armor does. We could probably also go over the potion effects too. Like, as the survivor, you always get speed, resistance, and blindness. And then, start of the wave, you get
Hey, wait, jump up here.
regen 2.
Jump up here for a second.
At the start of the wave, you get regen 2, and then sometimes you also get the sometimes you also get nausea, which is, you know, one of their little scare moves. And there's the pumpkin on the head thing. Your helmet gets replaced with a pumpkin for like a split second. Then also the one that I kind of like the most out of all the scare tactics is all survivors become zombies. Like, no matter what side you're on, all survivors look like zombies.
It can get confusing when you're getting overrun by zombies and your teammates turn into them.
Yeah. But you can also look at the name tag to help you.
Yeah.
And for tactics, as you can probably see in chat, if Sarathor has his chat on, is people say to hold shift. This is actually a really good tactic because, for one, the zombie or the vampires will have to use their flaming arrow to find you instead of just looking for name tags to come hunt you down. Another thing is they don't know how many people are hiding in the spot unless they can actually see through a window or door if everyone is holding shift. So they don't know if it's one guy behind that door or if it's a group of 5 or even 20 survivors waiting on them.
Yep. But yeah, I think that's pretty much the end of the tutorial. We've covered pretty much everything you need to win. Just to recap the most important things: get your iron armor right at the start of the game, 90 coins, 100 gold, iron armor. Even if you have to stick with your wooden sword for a bit, your iron armor is going to increase your protection up a lot, so it's worth getting. As far as anything else, if you're non-VIP, to start stocking up on some potions and make sure you have food. And if you are VIP, you want your regen potions before your health potions, and if you're VIP plus, you want to spend as little coins as you possibly can until you at least have one set of god potions. And then once you have that one set of god potions, just save them for the last round and use the rest of your coins on your other stuff like regens and regular potions and stuff like that. But oh god.
Also, remember, this game is kind of based around teamwork. So, team as much as possible. This is kind of a game that you need to team. It's not like Blitz where it's last man standing. You get nothing for being the last survivor, other than usually a very quick death. And unless you have a really good team ready to take on anything, shifting is always good. And even though we keep going to this same house, always have backup hiding spots. If you get swarmed in one, don't be afraid to kill off everything, and then quickly run to another.
Yeah, if you do run to a new building, make sure that make sure no vampires in the vicinity, and when you kill the last vampire, that's when you want to immediately start running.
And for more hiding spots and tips until our next video, if you want to do more,
Yeah.
they can always check out the text guides on Hypixel's forum.
Yeah, we will be uploading a video with the church soon. So talk to you guys later.